Here. Welcome, everybody. My name is Erica Vargas. I'm an entrepreneur and a mompreneur and a leader girl. So I'm super excited to share a little bit of my knowledge with you guys, and I hope this helps you. I know it will help you very much in your business, girls, in your for your personal growth too, girls. So I'm super excited to share with you all. I feel like the more I share, the more I learn, the more it sticks to me, and I just love to share with you all this information. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, girls. Put in the comments where you're watching from. If you haven't followed, I hope you guys follow. We can become friends. So here we go. So I'm going to be talking about an explosive start. Okay, it is a bilingual presentation, but tonight I'm going to do it all in English. I am bilingual, by the way, but I'm excited to share with you guys. And I know last time I did do this presentation bilingual, and then I did it in Spanish. Tonight I'm going to do it all in English, girls. But if there's any question, please put them in the comments. All right, here we go. So what do you think we're going to talk about tonight, girls? I'm excited. Put it in the comments. So here we go. So we're going to talk first, girls, one of the reasons why you should have an explosive start. Okay, so one of the things is to how to do it, right? So number one, connect and plug in. What do I mean by connect and plug in, girls? So it means to this is for somebody that even if you're just brand new, you just started your business, or you're thinking about it, or you already been in the business for a while, and you just started, with an organization, and you join, and you're like, okay, what do I do now, right? So the first things first you should do is stay connected, right? How are you going to do that, girls? Is by adding yourself and making sure you're part of all the chats and groups of the or your organization you're from. So that way you're able to like keep in touch and stay connected, being close to your organization. If there's any incentives going on, for example, important announcements or something in particular that the organization has, and it's super important to stay plugged in, right? So I know it's good to learn from others, but I do recommend to stay within your organization so you can have the system, because every organization has its own system, their own thing, right? So it does help you to build stronger and be stronger too, and being part of that organization, right? So the other thing is being informed empowers and empowered empowers us by, and if you have so much information, sometimes you might feel saturated, right? We saturate ourselves with so much information, and if you feel like you have so much information from all over the place, you're getting learning from here, learning from that, it's good. But sometimes to having so much information within us, like we're like, okay, oh my God, like what do I do? Okay, what should I do first? And it's most of the time it will paralyze us. So it's better to focus on what builds, not, just focus on what's actually going to work, and try not to get distracted very easily. Because I feel like if you're like trying to do what they're doing here, what they're doing here, and what they're doing on this side, you're probably going to get distracted and not you're going to lose focus, right? So try to stay plugged in. And by doing that again, girls, staying connected, plugged in, and catching on to everything your organization is doing. And they're going to be there. I'm pretty sure we're going to be there to support you. I'm saying we because of our organization, but wherever you guys are part. So, stay connected and actually, stay focused, and don't get distracted very easy, okay? Because it's very easy to get distracted. Okay. So don't make excuses or avoid working. What could be some of the excuses? So, did you know that self deception and self justification are natural human tendencies? So we tend as humans to deception, to have self deception or self justification, and say, "Oh no, today I'm gonna not gonna do this because I did this yesterday," for example, right? Or it could be, "Oh, I'm not gonna go because nobody's gonna go." Like, different things that you could might tell yourself, or you might think, and you're gonna create that. It's just something human, that we do, our brain does, right? But we can take control over that and actually stay consistent and become, you being consistent and continue doing those no matter what the obstacle, you will achieve your goals and be successful, girls. Okay. So there's some days that, some might seem like that it's not doable, right? But if your goals and dreams are bigger than that excuse that you're trying to avoid to do, or plan that you already have planned to do, you didn't do it, just remember how big is your goal and how big is your dreams, girl. So if you're not sure like what it is, take some time tonight and really analyze and think, like, okay, well, what's the reason why I started this business, or why did I join this organization, or what was the reason why? that is going to be part of your why, right? We all have a why. It's part of our story. It's powerful when we're sharing an opportunity, right? And building. So learn and really like think within yourself and say, okay, what was the reason why I joined, right? It might be like for me is to build my home-based business, right? Inspire, be able to inspire my daughters. I know they're little right now still, but I know they're watching, right? My, for example, my 4-year-old right now, I know she's watching every step I do. She mimics everything I do. She wants to be just like mommy. Like in the morning when I was doing my hair, she's like, "Mommy, I want my hair like mommy. I want a hair like you, mommy." And she wants to put lipstick and all these things, right? And like she walks like me, like she's like a little sponge, right? So I know that I am being her inspiration. And when she gets older, she's going to remember like all these things. Just like I remember my mom, she was my inspiration too. She's still to this day my inspiration. Sometimes I hear myself within her, like when I'm getting after my girls or something, I hear myself like, oh, I sounded like my mom. It happens to me a lot lately. But yes, so that's my why, right? To inspire my girls and truly bring, that like family oriented kind of thing. Like for me, building this business that I can be able to, basically for the well-being of my family, helping others with their dreams, their goals. That is my why, and that's what's gonna wake me up every morning. And even though I'm not feeling my greatest, I'm gonna make no excuses. Champions don't make excuses, right? And I do consider myself a champion, and I do consider myself to give the best I can give, no matter what, right? And why? Because my dreams and goals are bigger than my excuses or whatever it can be, right? So, what truly brings out about your transformation is taking action and more action, less excuses, or less talking, more doing, right? So, even when you are exhausted and you feel like you can't go on, girls, again, your dreams and your goals, if they're huge, you're gonna get up and you're gonna do it, right? Because this is what your heart desires. Because no one grows from a place of comfort. You do will need to get out of your comfort zone. It might be maybe social media is not very you're not very comfortable on it, or maybe in person. I had to work on both. For example, before I was more social media, but when I first started social media I was like, oh my god, but then I liked it, right? So social media for me is like for me it's like I love it. It's like a piece of, for me it's like a piece of it's a joy, right? So I love it. In-person events, before I was, oh my God, I was like, I don't know if I want to do it. I'm very shy to speak in front of people, and now I've outgrown that. I love doing in-person things, events, meeting people every day, and I like doing both. Now I can do both, and I can tell you I have strengthened both at the same time, and I'm able to, be flexible within my building, right, in my business, and I'm able to work both, and I feel very comfortable, and I'm still, that's part of my comfort zone. But maybe out of my comfort zone will be like going up to somebody and say, hey, like actually like telling them about my opportunity without even knowing them that much. That's a little bit way out of my comfort zone. Or like talking to somebody that I think will be amazing in this business. I still get shy of that, but I still do it. I still do things that are comfortable to me. I do it. Why? Because that's what's going to get us to the next level that we want to be. Getting out of our comfort zone, girls. Doing different things to be in a different place or where we want to get to, okay? Because no one grows in a place of comfort, okay? So I am not here to stay within my comfort zone. My daughters and my family are my driving force, and every step I take, every single step I take, girls, is of course God's plan. First of all, for my family and for our well-being and for everything else that comes with it, right? So they show that the dreams are achieved through effort without ever giving up. Okay, without ever giving up. When you push forward through the whatever obstacle it is, girls, I promise you, you will be stronger. You will learn from it, and you are gonna be resilient, girls. I promise you will learn to do that, and it's a great feeling. So, yeah, the gentle, loving nudge to stop making excuses. So, no excuses, girls. Okay, so put in the comments hashtag no excuses, girls. Hashtag no excuses. So what could be an excuse, right? So remember, winners don't make excuses. So this is something to do a little check mark here. Say, do I say that, or do I do that, or have I heard this? Or for yourself, do a little check to you. So if these are some things that you're saying, telling to yourself, they're excuses. Sorry to say, but They're excuses. So turn it around and say, because of this, I'm going to do this. Don't say, because I this, I can't do, right? For example, I don't have time. Well, then it could be because I don't have enough time with my family. I need to work this more so I can have more time with my family. Or it is because I have children. Well, because of your children, you're going to be, you want to do this opportunity, right? For example, today I took my girls with me this morning to the coffee shop. It was interesting. It was interesting, but hey, I wanted to do for the world. My little girl had fun. My Hemita had fun with Anita, one of our superstars, and she was a little influencer. She was doing a video with Anita and everything, and she loved it, right? And my other little one, she was over here playing, and there's gonna be things they're gonna remember when they're older, right? So because of my children, I love to do what I do, right? Or I'm too old. Well, if you think because you're too old, well, maybe you want to do it because you want to feel younger, or you just want to feel relaxed, or you just want to use the creams to feel old, younger. So those are just excuses, girls. Or you don't know many people. Well, you know what? Doing this type of business, you're gonna meet new people, right? For sure. Every day we meet new people. Today we met some amazing friends at the coffee shop. I'm super excited for them because we're probably gonna meet on Friday too. So you do those connections too, girls. So you say, oh, when I get back from vacation. Well, you know what? During your vacation, you could be working your business and they could pay your next vacation. How about that, right? Or I'm not good in sales. Well, we don't really sell, right? We just basically show, we wear, and people love our lipsticks, for example. Like I'm for the part of the wellness, cosmetic line and nutrition, all those things. We use it every day, right? It shows, people ask, so what are you using on your hair? What lipstick are you wearing? What eyeshadow, what skincare? And just by doing so, people were going to ask you. And just by informing them, guess what? You send them your link or you get their ordering and that's it. You not really sold it to them, right? The other thing is, well, I struggle to recruit. Well, maybe you're not sharing your story, your eye story. So think about this too. You do that's your one of your spinal cords of your business is sharing the opportunity. How? Well, by your story, even if you just started, you already have a story, girl. So it could be because think if you, let's say you just started last week or today, what was the reason why you started? That's part of your story, right? And the next part of your story is, well, how do you feel, right, on the process? For example, when if you just started last week, you said, you know what, I started because I want to spend more time with my family and I can't wait to start using the products. And let's say you already got them, you're like, oh my God, I already love, I'm using them and I feel great, or I met these people, whatever it is, you're gonna be able to um use that, right, as part of your story, right? So that's the other thing. So the other thing, my husband doesn't let me, well, girlfriend, I can, that's something that, or doesn't believe in the business. Well, something maybe you say, you know what, well, I'm gonna show him, right? I'm gonna show him that it's how good it is. Or I'm too shy, and you get it, right? So I don't have any money, I don't have any family, I'm too young, I don't think they're be interested. I just got back, I don't have a car, I'm going to get set, it's gonna get saturated, my husband won't let me, blah blah blah. I don't have social media. Guess what? Get a brand new social media, right? So all these are excuses, girls. So and these are some things you're telling yourself or you heard. Just know they're excuses, girls. So it's better to like analyze and say, you know what? Because of that, I'm going to do this. Because of that, I'm doing this, right? So don't make any excuses. So remember, winners don't make excuses. All right. The other thing is be the product of the product. You are your best customer, girls. So how are you being the product of the product? Well, since like for example, in our organization, in our company, we have products from like since we wake up to we'll go to bed, right? So like for example, we have our self-care. When we wake up, the first thing we do what? We brush our teeth, we wash our face, we take a shower. We're already using the toothpaste, we're already using the shampoo, we're already using the body wash, right? And then next thing we do, we go to the kitchen. We have, for example, we have our coffee, we have our breakfast. We have coffee in a nutrition line. We're using coffee, and you get it right all day long. We use them. We get ready, put our makeup on, our skincare, and it goes on and on and on until we go to bed because we would have, stuff for the evening. So be the product of the product. Share it in your stories. There's so many ways to share it, and you being the product of the product, even anywhere you go. If you just go buy milk at the groceries, if you're being the product of the product because you're wearing your makeup that day, or your lipstick, or your skin just looks beautiful because you're using the skincare. People are gonna notice. They're gonna say, "Wow, your skin looks really nice," or "Wow, your my thing that always people always notice is are my lips. My lips are the people want to know what lipstick I'm wearing. Like every single time I go out, it never fails. Someone will ask me about my lipstick. Okay, that's something because I'm always wearing, I love them, and I'm always wearing the bright colors too. So that helps too, wear the bright colors. But being the product of the product. Another reason why, because when you're using the product, it's going to be very, very easy to share about it, to talk about it, because you know how you feel, you know how what it is, you know how you wear it, you know the steps, everything. So like for example, if you're at work and then you're in the break room and somebody's talking about, oh, I'm having so much issues with my stomach, I have so much pain, like I feel like when I eat grease my stomach hurts. Guess what you can offer? Like us, we have the aloe. Say, oh, you know what, have you tried the aloe? We have what on the business that I'm doing, we offer something to help you with your belly and to help you be regular and you have problems with gastritis, it helps you for pain, little things like that. Or if somebody's talking about they started a journey and they're looking for a good protein shake, well, you can offer them your protein shake. Different things, girls, different things. It is just because you're being the product of the product, you know your product, you know what you have, and you're able to share that, right? It's so simple as that. The other thing is just imagine, can you imagine like a Chrysler vendor using the Ford? What would you think, right? Like if you're trying to offer or talk about a product and you're not even using it or you're using something else, would you trust yourself for that? No, right? So you do want to be using your own product so you can know what you're talking about, right? So if you are not your best customer, then you're working for another brand. Okay. You're not getting paid. Like whenever we post our little cafecito, our little coffee from like I don't know, from another brand, right? And it's not your brand. You're making promotion for the other coffee shop, right? So think about those things. So you want to be able to be your best customer, and you're going to be able to spread and market your own brand, right? So put your other products away for a little while. Put them away for a little while, girls. So give yourself some space to try your new brand, right? If you just started, put all your other cosmetics away, put all your body washes away, your shampoo, your toothpaste, your coffee, everything, and replace it with all of your brands. Like we have our own. For example, in our line, we have our cosmetics, our own toothpaste, our own everything, right? And use your products so and try it and give it a try and use it, right? So the other thing is be docile and receptive, allowing yourself to be guided. This one is super important because like if you basically feel like no, I already know what I'm doing, or like you see, you know what, I'm no, I don't need help, or you're not allowing yourself to be coachable. You're just like no, and you're non-receptive. You're gonna not give yourself that opportunity to grow more, right? Because there's always growth, and it's like it's anybody that has an open mind and open heart to want to learn more. You like every day we learn something new. Just think of something today you learn. I'm pretty sure you learned something new today. And if you really think about it, like, why did I find out today? Or why did I learn today? Right? Every day there's something new to learn about, right? So being docile and receptive and allowing yourself to be guided from somebody that's already done this for a while or know what they're doing, they're being successful, let yourself, and that's gonna help you, grow. Let that helping hand be your guide, right? And you're that way you can see more growth. So they already probably went through something, and they're able to help you with something that you might have questions in, and it's going to save you some time and some effort of some things that might have not worked. So being that person to allow yourself to be guided, it's very important, girls. Very, 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 very important. So leave your ego and it's put it away, throw it away, and have that open heart with open arms to learn and to catch on and to let yourself be guided, girls. Okay. So the people who grow the most are not those who know the most, you know that, but are those who allow themselves to be guided the most. So why is that? If you think about it, why is it that people that know the most, but they know, but they really don't let themselves be guided? Why? Because they already know something, but if they don't let themselves be guided with what they know, so it's more powerful if you let yourself be guided with something you already know, but catch on through something else and actually like oh, this is how you can do it, this is what you can add on, and you're going to be able to grow a lot quicker and more strong, right? All right, number five, attend all possible organization training sessions. It could be virtually if you're local to your leader, to your organization, or Zooms or calls. Or I promise there's always going to be some sort of training if your organization is strong, if your organization is they care for you. I'm pretty sure they do, girls. So you are going to have that accessible to you. It's just a matter of staying plugged in. Remember how I mentioned the number one was very important. Stay plugged in so you can know about these different trainings, right? Like on connecting through other groups, to the WhatsApp chats. For example, we have WhatsApp, we have Facebook, we have group, we have text chats, we have different ones, for example, in our organization, but it helps you stay plugged in and connected and knowing what's going on. For example, the trainings, right? So that is something super duper duper like beneficial to you, to attend to all those trainings, right? Soak yourself in within your organization, girl. Stay within the fire so you can be fired up and going, right? So the benefits of training, because it keeps you motivated, like in the campfire girls, okay? Because preparation is the bridge between where you are today and where you dreamed of being. All right. So that's the bridge where you are today. And in between all that, staying together with the organization is what's going to get you where you want to be, right? So there's no shortcuts, because repetition is the mother of mastery. So doing every day, you're going to catch on and you're going to become successful because you're being consistent and you're motivated and you're in the campfire and you're going, right? All right, so stay near the campfire. So don't leave the campfire, right? Like stay connected again, because you're gonna stay warm, you're gonna stay together with your organization. If you wander off, you could get lost, or you might feel like overwhelmed, or you could freeze, right? You're kind of like, oh, no, I don't want to do this. You're gonna be not maybe not be motivated. You might be eating with a wild animal. That was just a funny thing. But staying connected, very important, girls. Very, very important, okay? So number six, get to know your back office too, girl. So our back office is a beautiful place in our company because it's super organized. One thing, it never freezes. I love that. Super duper beautiful, organized. They categorize everything. We have like, it's just amazing. The most amazing back office I've seen. Beautiful with everything that you can think of, like information, e-catalogs, anything you could imagine. Like they have a lot of things for us in the back office, and I love it because it's super organized. Once you learn it, you click on everything, or else you're not gonna mess it up. I promise. You click on everything, play around with your back office, so that way you can have questions, right? So how you go to your back office, you open up your website, click where it's the top corner, put your email that you registered with, put your password, and then remember that if you need help logging in, you can always ask your sponsor or your leader or somebody in your or within. Again, you're staying connected with your organization, and there's going to be somebody to help you. Okay, so don't stay with any questions. Ask. Okay, so knowing your back office, girls. Number seven, this is one of my favorite ones. So finding your workspace and set a schedule, girls. So like my every Monday, I hope you already know, every Monday at 7 p.m. That's something I have scheduled. Well, Monday at 10 to 1. I already have that schedule every single week. I'm at the coffee shop, Flower Cafe here in San Antonio from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's like every Monday, non-negotiable. 7 p.m. Monday nights, I'm live on Facebook or on Zoom. Usually I record it to put it on my YouTube channel, but 7 p.m., that's also non-negotiable. No matter what I'm doing, I'm stopping at 7 to 8. It's blocked off to do my training to help you guys out. And I do different ones. Monday, usually I've been doing this one lately, but it might be different ones the next time, right? So finding your work area, having your schedule. Work area doesn't have to be a fancy room, right? Or a whole office. It could be literally be a little corner in your bedroom, in your kitchen. I've had my little spaces since I've been in this industry, girls. I can tell you my very, very first time, my very, very first company I joined, my little area was my little kitchen. Well, me and my husband were in a one-bedroom apartment. We had no kids, so I took over the kitchen after, and then I took over the living room, and then we bought our first home thanks to the opportunity. And then I had a whole garage, literally, girls, literally. And now I just have my room, right? But I started in a little space, girls, literally a little space, a kitchen table. I didn't even have the fancy lighting. I just had, what I did? I'm never gonna forget this. And what things happen in life, and you're like, wow, that's why that happened. I didn't have a ring light or none of that, girls. I literally took one of my old little lamps. I took off the thing on the top, and I just turned it on, and that was my lighting, right? And you know what? I didn't even have a tripod. And it's probably somewhere here. I had a candle holder. That's how I used to hold my phone, girls, to go live. You know how crazy is that, right? So I didn't have all the fancy things. I started somewhere, right? And then I took over the whole apartment. Then we had to move, right? But that's awesome, right? With how that happened. But yeah, having a little corner in your bedroom that looks nice and organized. You can just get a little backdrop. You can find really nice ones online. Just a clean, nice backdrop. if you're gonna go live, don't like this is gonna help you to stay organized too, looking professional. So you're not gonna go and show your dishes or something going on in the background, which it happens, it's on live. If you do live shows, right? I know how that is, especially being a mom. But when you have a very nice and organized background, girls, it's gonna go look good for you. And also when you're doing your calls and you work in your business, you have everything that you need. You have your laptop, it could be your phone, it could be your agenda, it could be any information you have in front of you, right? And it's nice and organized, right? So it's good to find a little area, get yourself a little working area at home where that's your space to you to focus. And when you're in that space, it's like you're literally focused on your business and growing, working your hundreds list or whatever your goal is that day. You conquer your day to the max, right? So if you have made this important and wise decision to register, with the aim of earning whatever you desire, you or dream, is essential that you give this business an opportunity and place in your life, right? So find that space in your home, girls. Look around, get a little space in your room somewhere where you can have. I actually didn't even have a desk when I started, girls. I'm remembering, there was just my table from the kitchen, and then like I said, I took over my living room. But yeah, you wanna have, it could be a little simple table, whatever it is, girls. I can even like I'm remembering now when I was like back when I used to live with my parents, because I've always been an entrepreneur and I've always loved this industry, girls. But I remember once, I didn't even have a desk. You know what I did? My father, till this day he still does construction, and he had like those things for the paint, the what is it called, the paint bottles, the big ones. I don't forget how many ounces there are, but and I got those. They were the Home Depot ones. I got like I think four, and then I just got like a piece of wood. Literally, this is what I did, girls. And I was probably like 16, 17, right? And I got that. I put the plywood on top or something that it was, and then I just put like a tablecloth. And I remember that I didn't even have a computer. I remember I just put, I don't know what I put my little books and whatever I had, because I've always liked, little things like this. And I did that, girls, in my room, and that's something I did because I had the vision of an entrepreneur since I was younger. So that's like literally little things like this goes, and look at me now, right? And it's still growing. Of course, there's always a lot of space for growth, and I'm very, very like happy. I'm very excited to see, to know that the Lord has a lot of amazing plans in my life that He never finished surprising me to this day, girls. Like things He's done in my life. Just this past weekend, like something amazing happened in my life. And I haven't shared it yet, but I will soon. But I'm excited because He's doing things in my life that I'm like, wow, Lord, He knows my heart. Whatever desires of my heart that maybe I told Him when I was younger, like He's making them true now. And without, like, I pray, this is something I prayed like, a long time ago, and they're coming true. Like, and then they're happening now. And I'm like, wait a minute, I have forgotten that I had this dream in my heart, right? So it's like things like that, girls, like really just do it and find your space, because it'll come. You just have to be consistent, and taking that, giving yourself that importance, of that wide decision that you did of starting this business, and aiming. This is going to help you aim where you want to be. Remember, it's the bridge of starting and doing to getting to where you want to get to, right? All right. So, girls, here's something to think about. So, number one, when you have your space, you have a greater focus and more productivity, better organization. Like I mentioned, girls, your tools, your notebook, supplies, planner, everything's going to be right at your fingertips. You know exactly where everything is, making it more efficient, right? You're faster because you're not going to be running around. Oh my God, where's this? Or, oh my God, where's this? The plan or whatever. It's going to be literally all around you, right? It would enhance your professionalism too, when making your video calls, conducting training sessions, or giving presentations, right? Your surroundings and projects and image in order. It's your seriousness and more commitment, right? Because you have your space. Even your family knows. Like right now, I'm in the room. They know I'm doing a presentation. My husband is with the girls. My 4-year-old knows, mommy. I told her, mommy's gonna go work right now. Okay, mommy's gonna go do a presentation. You stay here with daddy, be a good girl, and then we're gonna go to the store, right? She knows. She's waiting, right? She knows when the door's closed. Before, it took some time. It took some time, but now she knows. Before she would just walk in, or she'll be crying at the door. Right now, it's the baby that cries at the door, but she's asleep right now. But they know, right? Because they know how important it is. When mommy is in the room and the door's closed, that means mommy is not to be interrupted unless it's necessary, right? So it's how even your family sees it. It's serious. Okay, it's commitment, right? She's serious. Okay, I can't go and interrupt, right? So that's the little things that big little things that that happen when you have your space, right? So it reduces stress too, because even me, I feel more like, oof, relaxed, because I know my 4-year-old Temita, I know she's her daddy, and I know I'm in my space. I know I'm in, training mode, and I feel more relaxed. I can give a better version of me of the presentation, because I'm not stressed and, feel like, that pressure, right? Which it does happen, because being a mom, it will happen, but it reduces it, right? Okay. Not having to improvise a workspace every day saves you time and energy and mental clutter too, girls, especially for me. Oh my God, you should know how I have like 1,000 tabs open in my brain. Anybody else like that? Because I am, and it's okay, right? I've learned to manage it, which is good. Better work balance too, because you're able to balance a lot more, because again, you're more organized. Having a designated workplace allows you to, leave work from home. Like if you're at home, you're not gonna be thinking about, oh my God, I have to do laundering, or I have to go do the dishes, or I have to go through the trash out, or I have to whatever it is, right, that you have to do, or go pick up whatever it is that you left in the kitchen, right? You're here, you're at the workspace, and you don't even see it. Right? You don't even see it. So you're able to enjoy, and when you're in your free time, when you're not in your office, and oh, okay, I have a little bit more flexibility, and I'm having fun with my family, you stay more connected with them. And when you're here, you stay more connected within your business, right? So it connects you with your goals too, girls. Super important. All right. So why to set a schedule, girls? So because it is um unstructured, and you basically don't have time to waste. You know the time that you're gonna do this, and do certain things, and you respect the times, right? That is why it's me. I can tell you, I need this is something that I am learning to work a schedule, because I don't work a schedule. It's super difficult for me, girls, and it's not an excuse, because I know, but I still I'm learning to do it, right? Which is something that's here, and like every time I see it, I'm like, oop, right? Because being disciplined, it beats talent growth. So being disciplined. So even like I think I'm doing pretty good, because like I'm disciplined every Monday to be on here, girls, and going live and going to the coffee shop no matter what. That's part of discipline, right? Doesn't matter how you feel, you're gonna get up and do it, right? Because you said you would, and because it's scheduled, right? So that's being part of discipline. And then number three, because the business grows not through intention, but through action, right? So yes, like they say, the words the wind will take, but if you actually go into action and doing things that you're learning, the things that said you're going to do, that know that work, and you're being yourself, be guided. Remember how we talked about letting yourself be guided? In doing it, girls, taking action, that is how you're going to see things happen, but actually doing action and doing it, right? And then uh because you respect yourself, and you command respect, you also will command respect from others. It's not just going to be look like a hobby, right? You're serious about this, right? And your family will know, and your friends too. Because your goals need space to come into friction, girls. Okay. All right. So the other thing is, this was in the translation. All right. The other thing is, setting goals is very important, girls. Oh my God, this one is huge. Setting your goals. A goal is a clear destination. It is like entering an address into a GPS of your life or your business. If you don't have one, and any path will take you anywhere, and often nowhere at all. So this is strong, bro. This is something like, wow. Yes, have a goal is to have something clear where you want to be. Remember, where is it that you're going towards to. It's like, again, putting an address in GPS, and knowing GPS that works. Something GPS sometimes doesn't work 100%, but knowing, like having an idea, and knowing like, okay, this is where I want to be, right? And this is where I want to do. So, and if not, girls, you might really easily be distracted again, right? Okay. So why is it important to set goals? Because they give you direction, they give you a purpose, right? Because without goals, there's no progression, girls. So like really, like having goals is a reason to get up and go, right? And oh, I got this, right? Or whatever it is. Because they activate your energy. Like I said, they get you going, they activate your energy, because they're separate from success, because they separate successful people from those whom only dream, girls. So don't be the dreamer, be the doer, and be active, and be proactive, and do it, be disciplined. Everyone has desires, but not everybody turns into their goals with a deadline. Have a plan and action, girls. And the most important, get moving and get into action, girls. Okay. Do it, do it. So goal setting, be specific, have something that's measurable, attainable, relevant, and give yourself some time, right, to be more clear. This is something also very important. Create your list, girls, of prospects. This is something I call the hundreds list. Some people call it other things, chicken list or whatever it is. I call it the hundreds list. It's something I've used forever since I've been doing this industry, girls. It's the hundreds list. It's a spinal cord of your business. Some people might name it at leads. This is something a lot of people use in business, like real estate, um, anything you can imagine that, with people business, prospects could be leads, could be anything you can imagine, but do your list, write it down on paper, digitally. I think it's more powerful on paper, literally. Like I can show, I have a lot of lists that I've done on paper, girls, number it 1 through 100. It's what I'll tell you to do. Pray over it. Say, Lord, I'm doing this list because I have this goal to help 100 people with their life, whatever their desires may be. Use me as a vessel to bless them in their business. They can be blessing on mine. This is something that tell, I pray about, and I say, I write my hundreds, 1 through 100. I say, give me those names wherever they can come from. You can look through your contacts. You can look through Facebook. You can look, remember your old colleagues, whatever, school, friends, high school, college, church, wherever you can think of, the names will come. The names will come. Write them down. Do not, this is very important. Do not prejudge. Do not decide for them, girls. Because if you already decided for them, you're cutting their wings. What if they would have said yes, right? You just never know. This is something that if you do this, girls, like seriously do this 1 through 100 and do not prejudge, you will be super surprised. You will be super surprised of how this works. Okay, like do not prejudge, and you can even categorize, like for people close, that you trust, that you know very well, they can be in your hot list. Warm people can be the people that you know, but you really don't interact. Often those could be your warm leads or prospects. Cold can be like the new contacts, people you just met, social media connections, referrals, and just update it, consistently be updating and say, okay, this person's absolutely said no, okay, and you'd be surprised, even then when they say no, they might surprise you. And it's happened to me many times, not just once or twice or 3 years. It happened to me many times. People have told me, no, I'm not interested, Erica, or I'm too busy. Like they literally tell me no, and they say, you know what, Erica, oh my God, I lost my job. I need to do something. Or, you know what, Erica, it looks very interesting. I want to give it a try. Or, you know what, Erica, I'm ready. Like literally, like it's happened to me several times. So do not give up, girls. Follow up, follow up. I literally follow up until they tell me no. Once they tell me no, well, of course, I won't follow up because they already told me no. But they end up coming back to me and they say, okay, I'm ready. It's happened, girls. So do not prejudge. You ask everybody that's breathing. Give them the opportunity. Let them decide on their own. Okay, they have the right to decide on their own. You just be the blessing and offer the blessing, offer this opportunity. You just never know what this can do in their life. All right, so scan out your social media networks, go through every single contact. Ask yourself, who haven't I spoken to about this yet? Who could benefit from this, right? Be clear about the value you will provide. Ask yourself, how can their life improve thanks to what I have to offer? These are questions to ask yourself, girls. So asking yourself this will make it a lot more for you. Like, think, okay, I need to offer this to them because this is a blessing. This is something good. I cannot keep this to myself. I need to share this to more people. Once you do that, girls, you're not going to feel like you're bothering anybody because you're actually offering it to them. This is a blessing you're sharing with them. Ready? They say no. Well, okay. They said no. It's okay. You keep going and you keep going. Go for 100 no's, right? Once you hear 100 no's, that means you shared it enough times, right? And even though, right? So do your list, girls. Do not prejudge. Please do not prejudge. These will be the people you will reach out with both intention and empathy. Remember that the goal is this isn't for everybody to join, right? The goal is to simply to identify who you can talk to and plant that seed. So every day plant those seeds. Those seeds will blossom one day, girls. Those seeds will blossom one day. So every single day plant those seeds everywhere. Talk to everybody possible. Don't ever start planting those seeds, because if you once you stop planting those seeds, a lot less will blossom or none will blossom, grow. So you keep planting those seeds and they're gonna blossom. You're gonna have a beautiful garden with all these beautiful blossom people that have blossom in their business, and you're just gonna be so amazed, right? If the more you share this opportunity, when you're sharing, you're planting the seeds, girls. Okay. So that's the same thing. So just imagine that you have a Ferrari and you're going, right? You're going to live in the garage. Imagine you just have you're the Ferrari, you're powerful, you're an amazing person, you're just like blessed, right? And you're just you have the everything you need to be successful. You already have what it takes, but you just have yourself there, right? Just don't stop yourself. It's the same thing, girls. Like you're that Ferrari that has everything, right? It's powerful, beautiful, and equipped with everything that it takes to go far. You're the driver. You decide the course. Your goal is the destination, and your prospects are the fuel. So you have to keep adding, 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 girls, and keep going, keep going, keep going. And those people that will work with you will stay with you, and they're gonna be Ferraris too. They're gonna have the fuel. They're gonna keep going. And they're gonna keep adding. That's how it works, girls. Okay, so don't leave yourself stuck in that garage. All right, be that fuel. All right, so action, mass action, girls. So because massive action breaks interior, many people sit around waiting for the perfect moment. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Perfection is the theft of success, girls. Do not, nobody's perfect. Nothing is ever perfect, girls. So only perfect in the universe is the Lord, right? Our maker and our creator, our father. He's the only perfect, right? So no thing or ever anything, girls. Don't ever wait for the perfect moment. Okay, just do it. Just act. Okay, with intensity. You will generate momentum, results, and confidence, girls. The more you're creating, the more you're doing, the more action you're taking, the more seeds you're planning, the more confident you will be of doing it. It's just gonna become like a natural thing. The more you do, it's just gonna become like a natural thing you're doing, and then you're gonna do other things to get you out of that comfort zone, right? Because you're gonna get comfortable with that doing it, because consistency, it beats occasional talent, right? Because somebody may be super talented on what they do, but because they're not moving, they're not doing, well, nothing's gonna happen. But if somebody is, even if they're very like, they maybe they have to learn to do something, right? Or they just got coached to do something and they do it, and they're being consistent, they're gonna be more, see more results, even the other person is super talented, right? Because they're not doing, right? So do it, do it, do it, do it daily. Commit yourself, right? And just go, feel motivated, because business responds to volume. If you talk to three people a week, for example, it would take you years. But if you talk to 30, 50, 100 people in a single month, you are accelerating your results. The more people, the merrier, right? Because your team is watching you too, girls. Okay. To lead is to model. If you commit yourself to action, they will do the same. Okay, my team, they know I'm committed. I love how Beauty tells me, I know you're gonna be there, Rika. Like I don't even ask you. I'm gonna go because I know you're gonna be there. Because you say rain or shine, you're there, and I'm there, girls. Rain or shine, no matter what, I'm there. For example, in the mornings in the coffee shop, like I'm there no matter what, right? They know, and I love when they tell me that, because they're like, oh my God, I'm doing a good job. I'm doing a good job, and I always go for the best. I always try for my very, very best, because I've always led by example, and I'm a true believer leading by example, because I can't tell my team to do something I'm not doing. Like that's like a big no-no to me. I like to be on the field with them and doing with them, like doing what I'm like, being in action, right? What I'm saying, because energy you put comes back multiplied, girls. That is proving, right? When you do it with true commitment, not just go through the motion, the universe, God, it would take notice. Like God knows, nothing was gonna go just in waste, right? I'm a true believer in that. Doors were open much faster because you're on it, you're not giving up, and you're not waiting for the perfect moment, right? Or the perfect thing. You just do it, and you're in action. Okay. So success, start, think, analyze, plan, try, do, right? Keep going, keep going. It will come. You will be successful, girls. Okay. So without goals, you get lost. Without gas, you won't start, right? So, and without action, the Ferrari rusts. So don't get rusted, girls. Put that gas, get your goals, because so you don't get lost, girls. So it is not enough to have the best vehicle. You must drive it. So you get on it, have the fuel, have the ganas, how we say, have that desire, and you will, with the direction, because you're letting yourself be guided with direction, and a tank full of energy and everything. You already got what it takes. It's just a matter of you doing it every day again, putting it into action, girls. Putting it into action. All right. So that is what I had to share with you, beauties, today. I'm super excited to have shared with you, beauties, today, this information. I know I always go super fast, but please, I know I was focused to give you guys this training, but if there's any questions, girls, please put them in the comments. I am going to take some time to see if anybody asks anything or put anything. I was trying to stay focused. So let's see. Hi, Ursula. Hola, Takayita. Hi, Azucena. Hello, Leila. Emma. Welcome, beauties. I know this training was totally in English, but if you're on the replay too, girls, if there's any questions, let me know. I love to hear your feedback too, beauties. And if this is helping you, let me know too, girls. Okay, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. The reason I'm doing this because I want to share with you guys my knowledge, and I know the more I share, God blesses me more. Okay, so you guys have a beautiful, blessed evening. Thank you for joining me. If you were able to join me on live, if you're watching the replay, put a hashtag replay. If you're watching this on YouTube, let us know where you're watching from. I would love to see all the way wherever this video is, being watched and everything. Okay, so have an amazing night, girls. Remember, you're beautiful. You are important. You already have everything it takes to be successful. It's just a matter of deciding and knowing and believing yourself. Don't wait for the perfect moment and get moving into action, girls. Okay, have an amazing night, girls. And remember, Jesus loves you. Good night. Bye.